Wow, okay. Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy watching that along with us. Nature, the power of it is incredible.
It's incredible. That's an understatement. I could watch that video for hours. Okay, another great view for you. This one's in our backyard. Live view from Alta. We have the sun going down. Ooh, it looks frosty. It looks a little wintry. I know we're in autumn, but that snow, that coating of snow, even with just a few inches up there at the Cottonwoods, looks pretty good. And we see the cloud cover that's out there in northern Utah. Live view from St. George, where they've got an influx of clouds because another storm is on the way that is going to bring wet weather to southern and central Utah. Here we go again. Our weekend storm totals really healthy. Kind of love these. 1.39 inches in Fruit Heights, 1.2 in Ogden, Kaysville over an inch, Richmond over an inch in Brigham City. Now a southerly flow favors certain areas, which you can tell. The Ogden Valley is one of them, Utah County, over a half an inch in Logan, Draper, Magna, half an inch in Orem, and Salt Lake International got 0.31 inches for the weekend. So Salt Lake gets a little rain shadow by the Oakers. As a result, we have some measurable moisture, but the totals aren't as high as other locations. Okay, so we have brief ridging following that system that came through. Our showers tapered off this morning in the north. This brief ridging keeping us quiet, clearing us out in northern Utah. Different story for the south, where we've watched clouds kind of increase in the last little bit. Live view from Ensign Peak. The city lights, oh no. November. This is so different from what we've been dealing with the above average warmth and dry conditions. Looks a little moody out there for your Monday. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s, 52 now in Salt Lake. Average this time of year is 50, so we were above that today, even with wet weather and a passing storm system. 50s and 40s on the eastern side of the state. Four Corners, Blanding's cool in the low 40s. Milford, Cedar City, Grand Staircase, 58 in St. George. Temperatures in the south mimicking the north, but we know that's below average. Along the Wasatch Front, dry conditions with our 50s turning to 40s. By ABC4 News at 10, partly cloudy skies. 44, cool, crisp. Okay, this is what it looked like at Bryan Head. They picked up half a foot from the last storm, and this is an area that's going to do well here. We know that winter weather advisory just went into effect at the top of the hour. We know that those snow levels are starting at 8,000 feet, but it's not just Bryan Head. We've got the Pine Valley Mountains, the Tushars. So the southern mountains are expecting accumulating snow above 8,000 feet, and then as the snow level falls to 6,500 feet, some light accumulations there. Winter driving conditions have arrived. It is still autumn, but we are going to be dealing with wintry driving conditions, and a few roads we love in southern Utah are going to be slushy for the next couple of days here. That includes SR 12, SR 143, and State Route 14. Now that's east of Cedar City up to Bryan Head. We also have Parowan to Panguitch and Panguitch to Torrey. So national parks, the roads that connect the national parks, will be slushy. You've been forewarned. Futurecast walks us through the moisture. We're going to start to see that valley rain, mountain snow moving in overnight. You see it into Washington and Iron County for the overnight hours, and then it starts to bulk up. Waves of moisture are expected. Our southerly flow going to push these storms from south to north. Look at that Futurecast, just loving the southwestern corner of the state. The moisture gets as far north as I-70 towards Green River into Castle Country. And the model Tuesday wants to bring it a little further north, maybe into Utah County. We'll see. And then the waves of moisture continue as we roll into Wednesday and temperatures cool. Here we are Wednesday night, still pretty solid in the southwestern corner of the state. We're going to stay unsettled through Thursday with this storm system. As we look at measurable moisture, our rainfall forecast, heftier numbers the further south you go, but hey, 1/4 of an inch isn't bad. 3/4 of an inch in St. George, they could get some good numbers. Our excessive rainfall threat has been upgraded to marginal for southern Utah, meaning with these periods of precipitation, we could get some heavy rain coming down. So just know that. Snow accumulation is healthy. We have to talk totals. Again, the sliding snow levels from 8,000 to 6,500 feet, 4 to 14 inches. Bryan Head will be on the higher end of that. Central Mountains, I go 2 to 10. That does include Eagle Point. And even the northern mountains, while we're mostly going to stay dry, some lingering moisture could allow for another 1 to 3. As we look at our upper level Futurecast, you see that cutoff low on the move. It's going to move through the desert southwest, keep us unsettled. A trailing system towards the end of the week we're watching. This cutoff low could actually lift over the state, and that could bring some more widespread precip even to northern Utah before high pressure sets up again. Looking at the regional forecast, we've got 50s for tomorrow, soggier in the southern half of the state, only 57 in St. George. You want to see something funny? This looks like a Wasatch Front 7-day. That is so silly. Come on, St. George. Scattered showers, temps in the 50s. I mean, imitation is the finest form of flattery. As you look at the Wasatch Front, we have similar numbers, but we're not as soggy. Chance Wednesday and Friday for some isolated showers. What an active pattern.
Oh boy, it's getting exciting, huh?
Love it.